Hi, I'm JB Kruger, your Serengeti ambassador. So, what a wonderful road I had to travel to get into this year's British Open. It's never easy, like every road God takes you on. I had to finish second in Singapore to qualify to get into the 146th British Open. A long story short, I had to try and make eagle on the last to try and get in. I wasn't even thinking at that stage to qualify still because I didn't really play all that well. I made two bogeys on 12, 11 and 12. And then approaching the last hole, I saw on the leaderboard I probably had to make three or four, and I only had one hole left. And on the last hole, I can remember clearly, I only hit rescue after tee, it's about five. I hit it a little bit further than I normally did. I had about 270 to the front, so I also wasn't thinking I could get there. I was literally standing with the 8 iron in my hand, thinking to lay up, just trying to make birdie, to still try and have a good finish, because obviously it's a big event and there's a lot of money at stake. And I heard a voice tell me, "Why are you laying up?" So I'm standing there thinking with the 8 iron in my hand, what is going on here? So at that moment, I literally replied, "Because I can't get there." So it was quite funny. So I put the 8 iron back, I took the 3 out, in literally pure faith. There was nothing else. And I hit the shot of my life, hitting it probably to 15 feet, carrying it almost the whole way. So I carried it through at about 280 over water, which was amazing. And so there was just a little bit of an applause. When I got to the green, I saw probably 150 away. But there's a ball about 15 feet, and no one really clapped. So I thought I might have hit it in the bunker or short or somewhere. And when I got closer, I saw it was actually my ball. So on that day, I saw God's greatness. And then as it became my turn to play, I saw the line. It was illuminating out of the ground, left edge. It was amazing, just to feel God's presence, to see He's giving me the line. I walked around the hole once, and I saw that line is still there. It's left edge, and I literally walked another way once more around the hole, because I couldn't believe that this line is illuminating like this. So the second time I walked around and I came back to my ball, and the line was still there, left edge. And then I knew it was going in even before I hit it. It was amazing, and then I hit it, and I made it. And that's actually how I qualified for this year's British Open. An interesting question is what to expect at this year's British Open. I think the British Open is one of those tournaments where the cream always rises to the top. The best players in the world are there, probably 50 out of the top 50. It's a Linksteiner golf course, so it's creative. You have to think your way around the golf course, which is amazing, because it takes a lot of the players almost out of play, because you have to think that way. So the first time I was there, you don't really know what to expect. It's like I say, it's an interesting question. You get there, the trucks is parked all the way around the range, so it's like almost like they corner us off in a way, with the spectators being thousands in the practice rounds. And your family and your close people, they've got bands around their arms so they can walk inside the ropes. So it's pretty cool. It's like a thing that says, what is it like inside the ropes? So it's cool for them to be able to walk, on our side of the ropes for a change. And it's cool just to see all the fans there, all the people. The first time I played there, Tiger Woods was there, and just to see everyone trying to see him, and trying to see the best players in the world, where this year he's not there. And I think the hype is even more, just because there's so many guys on form, there's so many people that's trying to win this British Open. And I think because it's probably the tournament with the most history outside of the Masters, everyone wants to win. But I think what you would expect there is the cream will rise to the top. Preparing for the British Open, it's tough. You know, coming from South Africa, we've always this perfect weather. Practicing, you know, you can't really practice on a golf course that's similar because we don't really have links styles except the links and the humid probably. But you know, being from Serengeti, I've got this big advantage with all the slopes around the greens, with all the slopes and the elephants on the greens. You know, all the members would know what I'm talking about. It's a big advantage because you've got the tight lies, you've got the same kind of grass that we're playing at the British Open. The preparation, you know, you can't really prepare that specifically because of the conditions, but just practicing long irons, practicing putts off the greens, you know, from hollows and all different kind of lies, and trying to imagine, just developing your imagination a little bit, especially a week before, because this is, you know, it's Friday today, I'm leaving tomorrow, it's a week before the British Open. I think I've got a big advantage being able to practice here, you know, having 27 holes that's designed around the greens almost in a link style, so it helps me. And you know, with the golf course in this amazing condition, the advantage that I have is amazing, just because you can hit all from different tees. You can hit short irons, you can hit long irons. You have to hit with precision because of all the slopes on the greens. So I couldn't think of a more better way to prepare for the British Open as at Serengeti.